We've all been there. The kitchen is filled with the sweet aroma of anticipation, and your heart is set on creating something truly special. Maybe you've invited friends over, or perhaps you're baking for a loved one's birthday. The stakes feel high and the excitement is real. You can almost taste the success before you even crack the first egg. You're excited to bake a cake. You've gathered your ingredients: flour, sugar, eggs, butter, maybe a hint of vanilla. The kitchen counter is a blank canvas and you're ready to create a masterpiece. You picture the end result, a cake that's not just delicious, but also a showstopper, the centerpiece of your celebration. Maybe it's for a birthday party or a special occasion. The pressure is on, but so is the joy. You want to make memories, not just dessert. You imagine the smiles, the laughter, and the photos that will be taken around your creation. This cake is more than food. It's a symbol of love and celebration. You envision a beautiful, delicious masterpiece. Maybe it's layered with rich frosting, adorned with fresh fruit, or topped with delicate swirls of cream. In your mind, it's flawless, worthy of a bakery window. You can already hear the compliments and see the satisfied smiles. But sometimes things go wrong. Despite your best intentions, the process doesn't go as planned. Maybe you misread a step or the oven temperature was off. Suddenly, your dream cake is in jeopardy, and panic starts to set in. The cake sinks in the middle. It's dry and crumbly. Maybe it's burnt on the outside and raw on the inside. The texture is all wrong, and the flavor isn't what you hoped for. You wonder where it all went off track. You end up with a sad, flat pancake instead of a towering triumph. The disappointment is real, but so is the lesson. Now, imagine the opposite. Imagine everything going right from start to finish. You follow a trusted recipe. You measure carefully. You mix with love. Every step is deliberate. Every ingredient is added with care. You pay attention to the details, knowing that precision is key to success. And then the magic happens. Your cake rises beautifully. It's moist and delicious. The aroma fills the kitchen, and you know you've nailed it. The golden crust, the tender crumb, everything is just right. It's a joy to behold. The sense of accomplishment is as sweet as the cake itself. You can't wait to share it with others, knowing you've created something truly special. So, what makes the difference between a cake disaster and a cake success? Is it luck, or is there something more? The answer lies in the process, the steps you follow, the attention you give, and the quality of your recipe. It's all about having a good recipe and following it carefully. Consistency, accuracy, and a little bit of patience go a long way. When you trust the process and respect the instructions, you set yourself up for success. And honestly, that's where ISO 9001 comes in. Think of it as the ultimate recipe for quality, not just in baking, but in any business or organization. It's a set of guidelines that helps you get it right every single time. Think of it as a recipe for success in any business, ensuring quality and consistency, just like a good cake recipe. When you follow a proven system, you can trust the results, whether you're baking a cake or building a business. So next time you're in the kitchen or in the boardroom, remember, the right recipe makes all the difference. Before we even think about ingredients, recipes, or even the tools we'll use, we need to pause and consider something even more fundamental: the occasion. The context in which we're baking or cooking is what truly shapes every decision that follows. Imagine you're standing in your kitchen, recipe book in hand, and you're about to start baking. The first question you should ask yourself isn't, "What do I have in the pantry?" but rather, "Who am I baking for, and what is the event?" This simple shift in thinking can make all the difference between a dessert that's merely good and one that's absolutely perfect for the moment. For example, if you're preparing for a child's birthday party, you'll want to create something that's bursting with color and excitement. A fun, vibrant cake covered in sprinkles, perhaps topped with whimsical decorations, or even a favorite cartoon character, will light up the faces of the children and make the celebration truly memorable. The context here is all about joy, playfulness, and creating a sense of wonder. The cake isn't just a dessert, it's a centerpiece, a source of excitement, and a memory in the making. On the other hand, if you're hosting a sophisticated dinner party for adults, the context changes entirely. Here, you might opt for a dessert that's refined and elegant, such as a delicate mousse cake, a rich chocolate torte, or a beautifully plated tart. The focus shifts to subtle flavors, elegant presentation, and a dessert that complements the overall tone of the evening. The right choice here can elevate the entire dining experience, leaving a lasting impression on your guests. This idea of understanding the context before making decisions is at the heart of Clause 4 of ISO 9001, which is all about understanding the context of the organization. Just as a baker considers the occasion before choosing a recipe, organizations must take the time to understand the environment in which they operate. This means looking at internal and external factors, understanding the needs and expectations of interested parties, and being aware of trends or changes that could impact the business. In the same way that a baker consults with customers to find out what kind of cake will make their celebration special, businesses need to engage with their customers, clients, and stakeholders to truly understand what they value. By doing so, they can tailor their products and services to meet those needs, ensuring satisfaction and building lasting relationships. Ultimately, whether you're baking a cake or running a business, taking the time to understand the context is the key to delivering results that truly hit the mark. In any good kitchen, there's a head baker, someone who inspires and guides the team. They set the standards, share their knowledge, and make sure everyone works together to achieve baking brilliance. This is like Clause 5 of ISO 9001, which emphasizes leadership. Just like a passionate head baker, effective leaders establish a clear vision for quality, motivating their team to strive for excellence in everything they do. Imagine starting a cake without all the ingredients. Chaos. You need flour, sugar, eggs, the list goes on. And don't forget the right baking tins, measuring cups, and a reliable oven. Clause 6 of ISO 9001 is all about planning. Just like a well-stocked kitchen, businesses need to determine the resources they need, identify potential risks, and establish clear processes to ensure smooth operations. Imagine trying to whip cream into soft, fluffy peaks with a rusty old whisk. Not only would it be difficult, but you might even end up with bits of rust in your dessert. The quality of your tools directly impacts the quality of your results. In baking, as in any profession, using outdated or poorly maintained equipment can lead to frustration, wasted effort, and disappointing outcomes. It's a simple truth. You can't create something exceptional if you don't have the right resources at your disposal. Now picture yourself preparing a large cake, but all you have is a tiny teaspoon to measure out the flour. It would take forever, and you'd probably lose track of your measurements along the way. The right tools aren't just about quality, they're about efficiency and accuracy too. When you're equipped with the proper utensils, you can focus on the creative aspects of your work, rather than struggling with basic tasks. That's why having access to modern, well-maintained equipment and knowing how to use it makes all the difference. A skilled baker with a reliable stand mixer can whip up a perfect batter in minutes, while someone with less experience or the wrong tools might struggle for much longer. Competence isn't just about having the tools, it's about mastering them, understanding their functions, and using them to their full potential. Clause 7 of ISO 9001 zeroes in on these very ideas. It emphasizes the importance of providing your team with the resources they need, whether that's up-to-date equipment, clear instructions, or a supportive environment. It also highlights the need for ongoing training and development so everyone stays sharp and confident in their roles. Reviewing manuals, following checklists, and keeping skills current are all part of building a competent, capable team. Ensuring your team has the right skills, training, equipment, and environment isn't just a box to tick, it's the foundation of consistent, high-quality results. When everyone knows what they're doing and has what they need, the whole operation runs smoothly. Training sessions, hands-on practice, and mentorship all contribute to a culture of competence and continuous improvement. Ultimately, Clause 7 is about empowering your team to achieve excellence, whether that means baking the perfect cake or delivering top-notch service in any field. When resources and competence come together, success is not just possible, it's inevitable.